All right, so in the 2005-2006 timeframe, the Air Max 360 came out, and this was a pretty revolutionary shoe because it had an air unit through the entire midsole of the shoe. So to honor the release of the Air Max 360s, Nike wanted to do a Powerwall collection, which is basically a celebration of 3 decades of Nike Air. The Powerwall collection had 56 different pairs of sneakers that had 8 different themes. The History of Air collection, which is basically the Nike Airs in like the original colorways, which actually I have almost all of them. I just need a couple more of them to finish that collection. They also had a BRS line, or a Blue Ribbon Sports line, which if you didn't know, Easter egg for you guys, it is actually the name of Nike before it was called Nike. It was actually called Blue Ribbon Sports. But some of the sneakers featured that BRS theme. And they also had a Japanese toy-inspired Tier Zero collection. There was also some color releases, the whites, the reds, and the greens. Some of the 56 that were released were actually really limited, rumored to only 200 pairs in existence, and then other ones were just widely available. So in this video, I wanted to show you guys one of the pairs of sneakers that they retroed in honor of the theme from this Powerwall collection that I think a lot of people just slept on. Let's go ahead and get into the video. What is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. If you guys haven't seen my website, I basically just curate a bunch of deals for you guys from Nike and Adidas and Foot Locker and those type of sites, and then post a collection of the deals that I find or the new sneaker releases. So feel free to go check out that site on a regular basis. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at heskicks if you guys don't already do so. So in this video, we have a pair of Air Maxes inspired by the Nike Powerwall collection from 2006 era. And this says Air Max 1 PRM. Box price was $140. And I got my size. I hit on sneakers actually, which is rare. I've actually been doing pretty well on sneakers recently for some reason. I didn't start a new account or anything. It's just randomly been hidden. But here are the shoes right here, and it's a play on to the Lemonade pair that released in that Powerwall collection. This is the Limeade version, which is a new one that hasn't released. It's kind of like the alternate to the Lemon and Lime. But in my opinion, this is definitely a sleeper pair that came and went. I felt like I lucked out when I got a pair, and they're sitting right around retail right now on StockX and stuff like that. So if you guys want to check, link in the description, feel free to go hop over and pick up a pair. For the most part, retailers online have sold out, but you might be able to go into boutiques that actually carry the Air Max lines like these and pick them up. I think this is a nice sleeper though that released that didn't have a lot of buzz. And considering it has some of that iconic feeling from the 2006 era, and really when Air Max was evolving quite a bit with the 360s, man, I was gassed on these back in the day. I got them probably from the employee store because I went there all the time, but I had a lot of pairs of these. I'm still trying to get that original gray and red pair that I had. Of course, now you have the Air Max 720s and the Vapor Max. So this was like the before the Vapor Max kind of Air Max vibe that Nike was creating. But this colorway is pretty sick. On the box, the color says that these are pine green. One of the things that I really like though, check this out. You have 3 lace bags right here. I mean, are you seeing that right? 3 different lace bags on top of like the Lemonade colorway ones on the shoes. I think this is dope. I can't remember the last time we got 3 different sets of laces on a pair of sneakers. So I like the fact that they included all 3 of these. You can mix and match them. You can actually do double lacing on some of these as well if you guys are interested in doing that. I actually really like the colorway of the ones that they have on here. Now, rumor is they're going to have the Limeade ones actually retro, as well as the pink colorway of the Powerwall collection. So if you've never heard of that pink Powerwall or the Lemonade Powerwall Air Max 1, those things are going for a crazy amount. At least before the retro was announced, those were selling for thousands of dollars. So both of those were really highly coveted sneakers that are getting a retro. It would be similar to like a really coveted Nike SB, like a Tiffany or something like that, coming back in the original form, which honestly, I'm surprised Nike hasn't done that yet. They could capitalize on all of that hype right now. Maybe they're planning on doing that in 2021, 2022. If they do, they're probably going to crash the Nike SB market again. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there wanting some of those Stussies and Supremes and all those other ones. Who knows if Nike will ever do that? But it's a cash cow on the table if they did. Or it could end up like these, that people are buying them that want them, and it's actually good because those people that actually want them for your feet, you can get them for close to retail. You don't have to pay an arm and leg on the resale market because there isn't much of a resale market. I don't know when the other 2 pairs are slated to release, but they're on my radar. If they do drop, I'll be probably trying to cop both of them regardless of any hype. Anyway, just a quick overview of the shoe. You have that pine green mesh overlay across the toe box. The toe cap area isn't a pine green leather, but it's super terrible quality. Like it's really McDonald's-y. It feels almost vinyl. It feels almost like fake leather. Maybe it is fake leather. I don't know. But it's not very good quality if it's real leather. Then you have this interesting print across the upper of the shoe, and it says Air with a big A letter, which is kind of that same theme that the Powerwall collection had back in the day. But I like that the words are shadowed and has a little Nike swoosh underneath it. It's kind of a cool all over print across the upper. You can't really tell what it is from a distance. Up close, you get a much better idea. Patent leather swoosh on both sides of the shoe, but again, it does look like it's probably fake leather. It doesn't even feel like real leather. It's funny that they call it a premium shoe. The quality doesn't seem very premium in my opinion. However, the extra laces are nice. Anyway, back around the heel, you have that same green leather. And then on the very back where the Nike Air logo usually is, it does say Air, but it says it in a different color. And I thought that was pretty clever how they changed it up right there. Then you have those yellow laces on the shoe. You have a classic Nike logo on the tongue with a Nike swoosh. On the background is half of a lime. And then on the insole, you have whole and sliced limes, which is a nice little touch to really bring out the theme of the shoe. And what better, easier, cheaper way to do so than to add custom insoles. I know it's an easy thing to do and nobody sees them except for the people that put them on your feet, but I always appreciate those little small details. You have a white collar around the shoe and a white midsole, but the air bubble is in that lemonade color as well, and then a black outsole, which I do appreciate and like. Kind of a general overview of the shoe, I think that they look really clean. Being an Oregon State Beaver alumni, I'm used to my black and orange, so I've had a couple pairs recently in the collection now that are green, which definitely feels a little bit different to me. Drop a comment or a like on the video if you guys know what I'm saying. Wearing your rival's colors is sometimes feels a little bit awkward. All in all, regardless of that though, Limeade release in my opinion was pretty slept on. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of hype generated around the sneaker, which can be a really big positive. Sometimes it's nice to have shoes like these fly under the radar of all the hype. Even though some of the originals from the Powerwall collection is sitting pretty high on the resale market, those are really long-term collectors that like those shoes. The newer collectors aren't really feeling those. They don't really know the history, I'm assuming, to that Powerwall collection. Maybe as you move forward and you get some of these on like a Travis Scott or something, people will go nuts. You never know, man. Influence is a crazy thing out there, but at the end of the day, buy what you like and what you can afford. Anyways, if you guys missed one of my previous videos, I posted a video on top 10 sneakers you could buy at retail right now. Polled you guys on Twitter, got a lot of good feedback on that. So that video was a fun one to do. So if you missed that, go check that out. Also got a bunch of new sneakers that I'm gonna be doing reviews on, just casual stuff, nothing super hyped up. But ones that I've been really interested in checking out. So check back on the channel, hit that subscribe button, notification bell to be notified of when my videos are posted. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day and hopefully we'll see you back. Peace, guys.